Hey guys, Jesse here from Kingdom. You join me today in the beautiful Colo Vale region here in the Southern Highlands of New South Wales. You join me in our latest 8-metre Kingdom build. This is a build with the dome and platform installed package. So that's where we come onto the property, build the platform that it sits on, which you're currently looking at now, as well as the 8-metre Kingdom that's around us. This particular dome has a few upgraded options, which I'd like to talk about as well. But we'll start off with the platform, because that is the first thing that we build. This platform here, all complete galvanized steel subframe, so it's impervious to things like termites, white ants, things like that. The client in question has gone for an upgraded board, which is the board that you see here. Standard, we use a red tongue particle board, but this one isn't upgraded to blue tongue, giving it an extra 3 mil thicker than the standard 22 mil, total being 25 mil thick boards for this one, just to add a little bit of insulative qualities. We have then gone ahead and painted this flooring because the client is not 100% certain as to which way they want to go about with their flooring options. But this is just a way to make it nice and watertight and to ensure that there's not going to be any sort of expansion and contraction with elements hitting it at various stages. But from that, we then build our 8-metre King Dome. It has been a minute since we've built an 8-metre King Dome. Most of our clients would prefer to do it locally themselves because they've been too far from us. But thankfully, this year, lovely clients here wanted us to build this 8-metre King Dome with a few more new options, which we have talked about in previous Expo domes, but it's good to see one out in the wild with our new accessories. One being, you may see over my left-hand shoulder, is our sliding glass door option. That is a 3.2 metre wide by 2.1 metre tall glass door. It is double glazed, so 5 mil thick panel. Just under a 1 mil air gap in between, and then another 5 mil panel, giving you just under 11 mil of glass pane in total, surrounded by aluminium framing to make sure it's nice and weather impervious as well. So that's there with the flyscreen doors. That's what you're actually looking at the moment in the middle. They are open currently, so they're giving a bit of airflow coming through the dome as well. This dome as standard comes with 4 porthole windows. You may be able to see 1 or 2 behind me on my right-hand side. That will be the same on the left-hand side as well as 2 solid extraction fans in the roof. And this one has our newest polycarbonate Skylight itself. That comes with an 8 mil thick polycarbonate panel. It is a fixed panel, so it's hardier, more impervious to the weather elements. May have mentioned on previous videos that clear PVC, which makes up a lot of our previous domes, seems to be lacking in the, not so much the quality department, but with the harsh UV rays that we experience here in Australia, we're trying to move away from those and instead move into either double glazed glass options and or the polycarbonate fixed panel options, just to make it 1, a bit more thermal controlled, 2, longer lasting, 3, of course, better quality, which we're all for here at King Domes as well. But this dome here, as I mentioned, 8 meters in diameter. This gives you around 50 square meters of interior floor space. Coupling that with the ability to put a mezzanine level at its 4.7 meter peak. This is quite a large dome. Not sure what it looks like in the video, especially with the wide angle lens, but this is quite a large space to work with. Clients in question here are going to be using this as a glamping retreat that works in tandem with their yoga studio that is up north of their hill. This is their starting point. And then from there, they'll be adding more domes on. This is basically a trial model. And going from there, they're going to be putting, there was talks about putting a bathroom inside the dome. That has since been moved outside just to minimize any interference when it comes to council, though they have got sign off with council, even including a septic system, which is already in the property. But there's just minimal interference when it comes to them because their council approval has been around 60 events every year. So they're going to be running retreats every weekend, basically, for their yoga studio. And this is overflow accommodation and things like that. But yeah, so 50 meters of floor space inside. If you put a mezzanine level, it can jump up at least 12 square meters, if not up to 20 square meters. Probably go even further if you really want to. But this will be a nice area. There'll be a small kitchenette, a king bed, seating area, client is tossing up whether they get a wood fire heater. We've ordered one just in case. So they'll have it in this corner behind me, wood fire heater, and then they walk out to the nice decking area, which I'll have plenty of drone over shots for this video. Slowly getting onto the editing side of things to make our videos a lot nicer. But it takes a long time. It takes a long time to do those sort of videos. But anyway, coupling that with the curtains that come with the door, just to one, provide that privacy factor, and two, just to bring in that quality look as well, giving you a bit more privacy. But the only light exposure that we have in here currently is from our central skylight, the polycarbonate version, which makes it very lovely and light in this room. Like I said, we don't have any other lighting in here currently. It is the middle of the day. So the sun is almost directly above us, but just gives you a nice, spacious filled room. Other than that, there's not really much else to talk about. This is our standard insulation. We've had this forever. This is a different sort of color to what people usually go with for the insulation. These are more the standard color for the actual curtains themselves. People love this color. It's a very natural feel color, but the entirety of this dome is really focused around the nature aspect. So you've got the brown curtains, you've got this sort of a sandbag texture look to the insulation, and the outer cover is our newest eucalyptus green. Really blends into the natural environment. We were tossing up whether we want to do a pale eucalypt version as well. But this one, especially for people who are trying to go around council or trying to blend in, this color works extremely well for that. We are in the middle of the day, as I mentioned. It is quite cool in here at the moment, which I'm very excited about. Today is probably not the hottest day. I think we're in our mid-ish 20s at this stage. But without any airflow, none of our porthole windows are open. The door is only open since we got here, probably about 20 minutes ago, and it is very nice inside. Solar fans cranking above us, just to help let that air move around inside the dome. But other than that, I don't think there's much else to talk about. Again, 8-meter king dome here in the Southern Highlands of New South Wales, in a beautiful area called Colo Vale. Absolutely love the owners here. We'll probably do a bit of a joint collaboration when they launch officially, which again, very excited for that. So stay tuned. For our YouTube people, feel free to subscribe to our channel. I'm not much of a beggar. If this is something that is interesting for you, feel free to subscribe. Same as our social media pages and things like that. We do try to jump in between all the various channels, our website, YouTube, social media. It is a minefield, as I'm sure a lot of people are aware, to try and stay up to date with all of it. So it's best if you do like to follow us and what we do with our content to sort of spread your load over those various channels, because not at every one time everything's a priority, so nothing becomes a priority. But anyway, I'm sort of blabbing now. 8-meter king dome, 50 square meters. This dome you're starting at 24,000. This dome you're probably looking more so at about that 30 to 35,000. With the platform, you're probably looking at another 15 to 20,000. There is a lot of variables when it comes to the platform. As mentioned, this one has upgraded material. There also had to be a lot of cut and fill with this exact site because we are on quite a grading. You may be able to see out that window, out the door, that we are quite elevated here. This is probably one of the highest, if not the tallest property in Colo Vale. Small achievement, but it's still an achievement nonetheless. Absolutely spectacular sunrises and sunsets, as I'm sure I'll probably be overlaying on this exact video. There are some beautiful sunrises and sunsets. It's just an amazing area. Again, love the people here at Colo Vale. They are going to be running under a business called Akasha. Lovely name. Love the logo. It's actually the ridge in the far horizon. That's the outlay of that one there. So I thought that was pretty cool as well. But other than that, we'll keep you guys posted with how this build goes, especially once the furniture and the internals are fit. And then once the place is up and running, we'll link you to those various channels as well. But other than that, this is Jesse from King Domes, showing you our 8-meter King Dome. Cheers.